Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Miami. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. On first down, it's Purdy. And he finds Tyler Kroft. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Here's Purdy on first and 10. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Purdy will set up to throw it here. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. So now first and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory, down at the 31. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. They'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So pretty interesting. They get the opening drive touchdown. They wanted a little more. They were looking for 8, maybe something they thought about before the game started, I would imagine.
I think you're right about that. That's discussed in your staff meeting. A decision is made. I think the head coach has to blueprint it and say, yes, let's go ahead and do that. In this case, though, let's give some credit to the guys on defense. They gave up the touchdown and found a way to regroup and keep them out of the end zone for the 2-point play.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on second and 13. Off of play action. Tagovailoa. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. A run with Mostert up the middle. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
There's so many definitions of a complete back. I think most people think a guy who can block, a guy who can catch, and a guy who can run. But how about when you put it all together as a runner and you can fake people out, you can be...
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the 49ers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
To throw on second and 10, Purdy. And hauled in by Kroft. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A gain of 32 that time. So now first and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 38. making his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's Purdy. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 36 yards on the play. 6-0 our score after 1.
Come on, set.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a toss play right to Mostert. And able to get this to the 31.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. Once again, it's Mostert. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done serious.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from taking the lead. Extra point and good by Sanders. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Returning from his end zone is Ray McLeod. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls at work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. On first down, Purdy. Tries to hit Jennings, and it's intercepted. And the Dolphins are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. After the turnover, it's Tua. They'll roll him out right. He's going to find his tight end. That's Hunter Long. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Here's Tua. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On second down, Mostert. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And the Niners are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
And incomplete on the deep ball. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
On 2nd and 10, Purdy. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
4th down try. Here's Purdy. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Dolphins will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
Now, think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Let's go now.
They'll try it now with Mostert. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. A real head-scratcher there. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. The kick by Gold is good, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And the Dolphins are going to recover. What a gutsy call there. Yates at the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They're already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw here taken in by Gesicki. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
A lane there to run as Mostert able to get about 7 there on first down.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Second down, here's Mostert again. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the 49ers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. Zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
Let's see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Jerome Baker crashing downhill and getting the stop.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
On 2nd and 12, Purdy. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away, and it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete.
Ready?
They'll run the toss to Mostert. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 63 yards on the ground for him so far.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Ready? Go!
Second down, here's Mostert again. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Final minute now of the third quarter. Running the counter with Mostert. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line, he provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
A gain of 9 yards. Stop short of the goal line. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Mostert will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Sanders now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 5.
You sorry. You suck. You can't fucking no play. You suck.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Takes it at the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Niners take over 1st and 10.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Christian Wilkins there defensively for the stop. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Play action, now Purdy. That's caught downfield by Kittle. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A game there of 30 big ones.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down. Bradley Chubb there on the tackle. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Second down and right back to McCaffrey. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Completes it to Samuel. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 14. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. McCaffrey running up the middle. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 2nd and 5 from the 8. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Purdy to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead. And also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win. But they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, and that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And the Niners have just about sewn up this football game. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Throwing on first down, but this one lines up to be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play. And short of the sticks.
Dancing to his left. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So the victory here for San Francisco. Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. Really, I mean, we know why those three turnovers by their offense. That's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Highmark Stadium. Set for a good AFC matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. Takes it at the 7. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. He finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. From the gun, Jackson. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls, or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
They go play action with Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Ed Oliver, that time to want to get in there and bring him down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Here's Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he is going to score. It's a pick-6 and a Bills touchdown. The CD, these two teams barely off the buses, and this defense already has a sack and now the interception and the pick-6 to take the lead.
Probably you have to think that this was part of their game plan coming in, because they wanted to embrace an aggressive mindset and attack on defense. They were trying to force that quick miscue, and I would say their plan worked to perfection.
And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. This one taken just inside the 10. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
After the sack on first down, Jackson flushed out right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And a short gain down to about the 33. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Play action. Now it's Allen. He'll take a shot for Davis to the end zone. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. Allen. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he is going to have the Bills first down as they pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. 18 of them. To the air, Allen. He's got it. Touchdown, Bills. Dawson Knox, a touchdown grab from Josh Allen. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early, give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game. They always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath, first do no harm. And right now they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Five yards remain on 2nd down. They go play action now. Jackson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, they go with Singletary. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 13. He'll start with a handoff to Dobbins, and he'll get this one up to about his 14. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Jackson now. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about split.